Hey everyone, welcome back to Next Time On. Episode 6 of the Kagurabachi Blind Read is here, and today we're tearing through chapters 38 through 43. Last episode left us with Chihiro holding Enten again, staring down that barrel of Hakuri's monstrous father, and now the auction's turned into a full-blown war zone. If you're new and this series already has you in a chokehold, hit subscribe, smash the bell, and let's keep growing this Kagurabachi army. Drop a comment right now. Who are you rooting for most going into this chaos? No spoilers, I'm still blind. Let's jump straight into the bloodbath. All right, chapter 38 is titled Race. And picking back up right where we left off, to see both of them with the mark of the patriarch. Then we get a Nishiki from Chihiro several dozens of seconds earlier. Father's in the storehouse now. Who's that on stage? That's a video image. He just swapped it out. Father's mind is projected into it. Video image. It's Kyora's sorcery, a variation of his preview thing. The real Kyora is waiting in the storehouse. Registration is complete. I can now send you to the storehouse, Chihiro. All that's left is... Registration is groundwork sorcery. It can't override counteracting spirit energy. Sorcerer or someone supported by a sorcerer can guard against and defy it. Chihiro's spirit energy is imbued in Enten, so it can resist registration. Kyora can't simply transport it wherever he wants. Yeah, something happened? Just now, I gained the ability to transport Enten. What? Enten is imbued with your spirit energy, Chihiro. It's tied to you, albeit indirectly. It's possible that it got registered along with you. I think Enten can be retrieved from Father's storehouse now, but what happens to Kyora's storehouse if we kill him? My intuition is that it won't be instantly destroyed. I think your theory is right, Chihiro. I think he's lying about the storehouse ceasing to exist if he dies. Only the authority to access the storehouse from this world will disappear. Hakuri, with your current powers, couldn't you take over the storehouse if its manager died? You don't have to retrieve Enten. Just send me to the storehouse. I have to kill the real Kyora. Kuro Shred. Ho-ho! And we get a nice little page of our favorite little beta fish. We had a deal. I traded Hakuri. Enten is mine. I'm taking it back. He don't give no fucks about that Kuro Shred going on right now. You seem quite collected. You didn't anticipate all this, did you? I can accept any result as long as I've tried my very best. Besides, I still have my own life, which I will put on the line to protect the Rakuzaichi. Your best would have been believing in Hakuri. I'm not interested in arguing with you. For Enten and for the Rakuzaichi, we will now battle to the death. I feel like it's going to go pretty quickly, considering that Chihiro's already attacking with a Kuro Shred, but who knows. Alrighty, and it looks like a sword coming out of the ground. Or multiple blades. Looks like he's summoning blades from his storehouse. That was close. Hidden katana, and he has the hand-eye coordination to calmly deal with Nishiki. I've thoroughly demonstrated my dedication to the Rakuzaichi. Threatening to use my precious merchandise as hostages won't work anymore. Let's give ourselves more room. Oh, dope. Looks like he expands the storehouse. This is my space. Haha. Early 2000s, I see. MySpace reference for anybody who didn't get it. All of these goods, the landscape, all of it. It answers to my wishes. This world exists for me. Can you win? In a fight against an enchanted blade? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not that arrogant. But in the storehouse, I can kill you. What scale? Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is going to be pretty sick to see animated. So it looks like he's attacking Chihiro with the terrain. And if I'm not mistaken, that actually looks like they're packed full of grenades. And yes, it looks like those grenades explode. All right, now let's see what dialogue we have on this page. What scale? He's fast, but katanas aren't the only thing I can imbue. And then that's where we get the grenades and the explosion. Grenades? This is bad. He can't counter all of this with just speed. Or can he? Oh, wow. Okay. Just from looking at this page, this is pretty sick. So we get a beautiful spread. There are a couple words on this page, but we get a beautiful spread of Chihiro just doing an elegant dance of swordplay and slicing all of the grenades as they get summoned in by Kyora. And from the looks of it, he gets everyone that's on this page. More grenades. They're endless. CHIHIRO! I cannot wait to see this. This is going to look so good with animation. What good is slashing them? Hakuri! With my spirit energy imbued. And on the next page, I'm willing to bet that they are going to explode even if they are cut in half. As long as they're indirectly tied to CHIHIRO, I can transport... Wait. As long as they're indirectly tied to CHIHIRO, I can transport them. Oh boy. What the just happened? Wow. Yo, Hakuri is such a badass now. So it looks like all of the grenades that he chopped up from the last page actually got transported to the real world, and Hakuri uses them to explode the Rakuzaichi auction. That's sick. That's awesome. Hey, what is this? Shockwaves? Using another spirit energy to transport. You call that a counterattack? You haven't even scathed me. I still have command of copious material, whereas you are fizzling out. I will protect the Rakuzaichi. There's nothing you can do. What's this particular feeling? Most of the merchandise is gone? How? That consumed a lot of spirit energy. Okay. So it looks like he uses his fish to imbue a small part of his spirit energy into the other people and actually helps transport them all out. That's what I'm getting from a quick look of the artwork. While he was fighting, he prioritized this. Those fish are concentrations of spirit energy. That initial move wasn't simply a smokescreen. It was to imbue the merchandise with his energy and transport it. Run! It's over. If we stay, we're dead. The Rakuzaichi is over. Your best would have been believing in Hakuri, you children. Everyone, come back! We're just getting warmed up. The auction will proceed as planned. We will now auction the Shinuchi Enchanted Blade. I'll crush you. We're gonna pick up the speed. Got it. Yo, guys, that chapter was pretty sick. The control that Hakuri has over his storehouse and registering people and just the spirit energy manipulation and all that stuff, he's picked it up so quick. He actually is earning his title of genius. But let's see what these geniuses can do in the next chapter now that the famous Shinuchi blade is up for auction. I'm curious to see who's actually going to win it. All right, chapter 39 is titled Surpass. And it looks like we have all the people from the storehouse getting dumped out. Those must be the people who were up for auction. Wait here, I'll go check. Is your big sis there? And we see more fish. I'm assuming that that lady right there is his sister. He strengthened his defenses. If I want to save them first. How tragic. You are putting all your effort into freeing my precious merchandise. Don't worry, starting now, this is a fight to the death. Well, one of you is already at your limit. Oh, and then we see Hakuri getting fucked up from the amount of spirit energy that's taking. My head's splitting. Transporting takes an excruciating toll. Yet my father was able to match CHIHIRO's speed and even mount an enormous attack. Connecting one's mind to subspace is incredibly hard. If you overdo it, you'll fry your brain. You won't surpass me now. Hakuri! Listen, countless ancestors dedicated their lives to the Rakuzaichi, and today, the Rakuzaichi is at its zenith. With the auction of 2 enchanted blades. Enchanted blade! They're auctioning it early? The Shinuchi! They've moved it up in the proceedings. That blast must have gotten everyone on edge. Now go wild! They're going for it even under these circumstances? These people are insane. Well, I get it. And if you guys don't remember, this down here in the bottom right is the Shinuchi bidding team from the Kabunabi. The auction of the enchanted blade is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but this could get cut short at any moment. The merchandise has been projected the whole time, but just a little while ago, the auctioneer was also replaced by a projection. What? Then where's the real thing? Beats me, but Yuki hasn't reported about CHIHIRO Rokuhira's capture. He's creating that image with sorcery, while being somewhere else, probably engaged in battle. He must be pushing himself to the limit. And on top of that, he hasn't let anyone intrude on the stage. It's time I put a stop to your nonsense. All right, we cut back to the fight between Kyora and Chihiro. So you do get emotional, but you won't even grieve your own son's deaths. The Rakuzaichi isn't over. It's pointless to grieve now. They did their duty. Mine is to continue. You call yourself a father? Father, I don't know what your criteria are, but you're wrong to measure me by them. I am the head of the Sazanami clan. All right, we get some aura farm by Kyora, and Chihiro just leaps into fight. If you have nowhere to stand, your fancy speed is meaningless. Oh, and what looks like Chihiro getting massacred is actually just his coat. You dodged that? I'm running out of steam from the constant battles and the Kuro shred. I don't want to spend too much time, but this is my space. He wasn't bluffing about that. You won't get close, but I can't afford to fool around either. So it looks like we just get attack after attack from Kyora, and if you ask me, it looks like he might be trying to have a battle of attrition with Kyora, like how the constant use of transporting is hurting Hakuri. Maybe the constant fighting and manipulating his storehouse is actually hurting Kyora. Hakuri's useless at this point. In other words, he can't use that trump card. I'll finish him with a blast. Kuro, shred! Little goldfish, he gathered up the extra ones. Oh, then we finally get to see what the Kuro actually look like, which is a bunch of little slashes as we see that rock get demolished. Multiple slash attacks at once, but they won't reach me. Oh, and he does not notice the sword flying at his face. We get a shing! He couldn't get close, so he threw N10. It was an all or nothing gamble, but too bad. Then it looks like he summons back in all of the grenades. Now, are these live grenades or are these the grenades of Hakuri? And we get what is a beautiful back shot of Kyora facing the explosion. And I'm sure he's finally realizing his mistake. Your best would have been believing in Hakuri. Oh, this is sick. This is some Naruto shit when Sasuke throws the giant throwing star and it turns out to be Naruto. So it looks like he transported him from the explosion to where N10 was since he has control over him, and now he's going to attack him from behind. You've surpassed my imagination so many times today. This time, I'm on to you. Preview. Then where's the real? Do it. Oh, and he used a mirror image on his father. Let's go. And he massacres him. Guys, this right here, this is the art for today's thumbnail right here. Sorry, had to save that real fast. Oh, we just need to take a moment and actually realize how much control and power Hakuri has over his sorcery. Dad? Yes? I've decided. I'm going to become the leader who surpasses you. And for you guys who are wondering, that is a young Hakuri talking to his father. Oh, is that so? Well then, I'll expect great things of you. Oh, and then we get a beautiful spread of panels of what looks like Kyora getting slaughtered in his subspace. And if I'm not mistaken, he actually gets swallowed up by the ground. Or I guess maybe he's just hiding. What on earth? Below the floor. Very soon, a fatal wound. I will die today, but the Rakuzaichi will proceed. The enchanted blades are limited by their eternal contracts. If the point of that box is for double protection in case its master dies, the other enchanted blades should have the same thing, right? The reason they weren't, this is just a guess, but maybe the Shinichi's power is so great, the eternal contract isn't enough to limit it. Proceed! I wonder if those are his final words. We get a beautiful to be continued after this wonderful chapter. Let me tell you what, guys. This chapter was nuts. It was very quick, but it was very precise and to the point. Chihiro came in, knew what he had to do, and he just slaughtered Kyora. Now, that being said, we did get to see Hakuri display the power and prowess that he has of his abilities. I think that he's going to be somebody who is here for the long run, honestly, and a vital member to the team. Yo, if you think about it, Kyora's known how to use his powers for all of like 2 to 5 minutes, and he's already displayed control, power, prowess, whatever you want to call it. He's shown all of that, and within such a small time frame that but he has honestly, in this chapter, he has earned the title of genius. I know I said it last chapter too, but let's just keep it going. Roll into the next one and let's just see how smart he is. All right. Chapter 40 is titled The Tip. That's kind of a provocative title, I think. The enchanted blade is my merchandise, no matter what. Proceed. Is this an illusion? It's a real demonstration. Is this the Shinichi's true power? A little confused what's going on here. Maybe an explosion. Actual demonstration? Power beyond the control of an internal contract? It seems like your theory was correct, Senpai. But the box is still. Can't hold out for more than a few seconds, but I can't let up on him. Just in case. Kuro! Oh, it looks like he shreds the ground, and Kyora does not look well. But why did the Hishaku put the Shinichi up for auction in the first place? Probably to get the Kamunabi to bid for it. They went to the trouble of stealing the enchanted blades. Of course they'd want to use them. In that case, they first have to kill the owners, so the Kamunabi are hiding the sword masters under strict protection somewhere in Japan. Naturally, the Hishaku want to break through the current deadlock. Even if the Kamunabi did get a hold of the Shinichi, they wouldn't be able to agree to keep it under containment, and there would inevitably be an internal conflict. They might move the Master Swordsman. At any rate, I think the Hishaku are seeking some kind of distraction to kill the Sword Masters. And the Shinichi is unique. That's why it's under more strict protection than the others. To contain the Shinichi's unique ability to overpower its eternal contract, it was protected in that box for 18 years after the war, and even you never saw what was inside, CHIHIRO. The seal on that box was also extremely robust. Those Kamunabi old farts created it. To break the seal and open the box, you need bio-authentications from those three. It might be possible to independently analyze the sealing ceremony and find a different approach to break the seal. For the seal of that level, it would take even the most skilled sorcerer at least 10 years. If they can't open the box, they can't touch the Shinichi. If it's so, it does no good for the Hishaku to possess it. They put it up for auction to somehow shift the status quo. That's my theory. You get some dust settling. Right, so as long as the seal on the Shinichi's box is intact. Oh! And speaking of that seal, it looks like the Shinichi is not in the box. Alright, so it appears the Shinichi is gone. It can't be. It might be possible to independently break the seal. That would take at least 10 years. It's been an intense 3 years. After that day, I funneled everything into opening that box. But to enjoy the fruits yourself, don't you want to be the first to open it? But will Kyora use it? He'll use it. Kyora Sazanami lives for the Rakuzaichi. If he's driven into a tight corner, he'll grasp at straws. The reason I'm letting Kyora turn the key is that even if he was able to wield the tip of the Shinichi, I figure the risk is greater. Risk? A lot. As long as the Shinichi's master is alive somewhere, we can't be sure we have primary command of it. In other words, Kyora is the guinea pig. Alright, so we're going to do a little theory crafting real fast. I think that the original sword wielder or the sword master, whatever we want to call him right now, I think that he is sealed up somewhere different than the other masters, and maybe he's actually a criminal or a bad guy. Who knows? I think what the plan is actually going to be that the sword, and this might not be the plan of the Kamunabi or the Hishaku or whatever, but I think this might be somewhat of a easy escape or an on-the-spot plan, maybe, who knows, for the Master Swordsman. I think what's going to happen is that once the sword is broken out of the box, Kyora is going to go and use it, and just like how we saw Sojo and CHIHIRO use the enchanted blades from far away, I think that he's going to do that as well. I think he's going to use some sort of teleportation or something to either summon the blade to him, or he's going to summon himself to the blade. And maybe that's how he's going to escape this prison and maybe become a villain down the road or the underlying antagonist. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for letting me have my side tangent. Let's get back into reading. All right, so we have Kyora standing up with the enchanted blade. He is wielding Shinichi. Now, what will happen? That's a leader of the Hishaku. And it looks like we have Kyora and CHIHIRO squaring up with one another. And your boy Hakuri does not look good, nor does Kyora. That's okay. All right. And in Kyora's hand, we get to see the beautiful Shinichi as he goes to take. And is that blood coming off of the sword, or is that blood just coming off of Kyora? But we see the blood fall to the ground, and we see what looks like the Shinichi's master right here. I still think he's sealed up in some sort of prison. That's why they have all these pillars and seals and what looks like the same rope actually going around this prison is the same rope that was going around the box before. Oh, Magatsumi. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are so deep. Whoop. All right, so that blood hit the ground. And as the blood hit the ground, it started to sprout flowers and a butterfly. What is this? Oh, I lied, guys. This right here is the thumbnail for today's picture. Oh, man, is that sick. Look at that butterfly. And you know what? When this gets animated, if you guys can't tell, that is blood. So far, we've seen Cloud Gouger and his abilities being thunder, wind, ice, stuff like that. We've seen N10's abilities. This is the third of 7 swords that we've seen so far. And this is blood. So what you might call a blutterfly. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Blutterflies. I couldn't draw the sword, but even just commanding the very tip of its power. So he can't draw the sword, but he can just slightly unsheath it to use it. How wonderful. Kyora? Oh, so he's fighting with it in its scabbard and everything. The sound of a blade. It can cut even without being unsheathed. We're both extremely worn down. Hey, what's the situation? Oh, waifu is back. Hiyuki is back. We love to see Hiyuki. Yo, guys, we got to see 2 fire things this chapter. We got to see Shinichi be drawn in the blutterfly that it spawned. And the most important part of the whole entire chapter is we got to see your girl, Hiyuki. We love Hiyuki, guys. She's literally, to me, she's just Marileona, but in Kagurabachi instead of Black Clover. So I'm cool with it either way. Let's get into chapter 41. Chapter 41 is titled Fervent, and it looks like we have Chihiro and Hiyuki on the cover page. It's the Shinichi. And we get to see them clash again. There's something invading my head. Oh, I knew this. He's going to have control over the wielder. The Shinichi, or the Master Swordsman, is trying to hijack me? I was on the brink of death, too weak to stand. So this is the price I have to pay. But I won't give in. Watch closely as I'm about to demonstrate the Shinichi's power. And with that power, I will kill Chihiro Rokuhira. Hey, isn't that Chihiro Rokuhira? And then auction the N10. Spider. I can't move. Dragonfly. Don't touch it. Oh, explosion. Don't touch it. I'm not too sure what's going on at the bottom of that page, but it does look like he doesn't just spawn a butterfly or a blutterfly, like I like to call it, but he can also summon other insects. So maybe that's what the animal is from his enchanted blade. I know we saw Tenri summon a jellyfish, even though it wasn't enchanted blade. We see the fish from N10. We saw the storm dragon from Cloud Gouger. And then we saw the butterfly from Shinichi, but now we're seeing other animal style moves as well. So who knows? Massive explosion. Hey, what gives? You look practically dead. Looks like that's Hiyuki talking to Hakuri. Oh, where did you come from? Did you make contact with Hakuri? Oh, nope, I was wrong. It looks like that she is not talking to Hakuri. She's actually talking to Chihiro. So she got summoned into the storehouse as well. She probably got registered with Hakuri when she first found him at the end of the last chapter. Where did you come from? The enchanted blades, this Chihiro jerk, the Rakuzaichi. I'm destroying it all. Little flashback to her from earlier. There's still a lot of prisoners in here. In order to save them, I know you just focus on killing him first. That kid with white hair filled me in. He's even threatened that if I hurt you, he'd never let me out of here until I died. Till you die. I mean it. What happened to him this past week? Yeah, dude. 1 week and Hakuri just went from a nobody to everything real quick. It's Hiyuki. Hey, what's going on? Explain, Tefuku. Oh, Tefuku! What's to explain? She's on a mission. She was sent to protect Chihiro. Fine, you guys take the rap for this. How's he alive with those wounds? Is it the power of the Shinuchi? I think so. Whenever the Shinuchi was mentioned, Dad would always clam up. Looks like the storehouse is getting flooded. It must be the Shinuchi's influence. This space is becoming really unstable. Let's hurry. Don't give me orders. You'd be dead without me. I could have blocked him. Oh, come on. To stave off that freaky move, you need a blast at least as powerful as Flamebone. Oh, I love how much she's into herself. Definitely Marileona. Aka. Flamebone. Oh! I was not expecting this. He just took Flamebone. Let's go. This is so exciting. I am so stoked. We got 2 Flamebones attacking Kyora right now. Man, do I love N10. What? You absorbed my powers? You absorbed it? Aka absorbs the powers of an attack and allows me to wield it temporarily. It happened back then. Aka, that's still my power. We gotta hurry. Don't give me orders. And then we see Kyora not looking so pleased to see what just happened. Oh, Kuro. All right, looks like we get a Kuro attack from CHIHIRO. Long range slash attack infused with flames. Yep, that's exactly what that is. And then you get your ass hit from behind by Hiyuki, Flamebone, and N10. If they work together, then maybe they can. Then we get to see a little bit of a 2v1 fight going on, even enhancing his physical capabilities. All right, looks like we get some more blood on the ground. He gets a very small amount of the blade unsheathed and then uses the move Centipede. And we get to see a centipede go around him, which I'm guessing is some sort of shield or shockwave blast. Never mind, it's not a shield. It was almost like a dome attack. It just went in all directions. We get CHIHIRO and Hiyuki blocking it. Tremendous. And that's just a fraction of its power. It's doing this against an enchanted blade and Flamebone. Come on. Now, who will possess the Shinuchi? Let the auction continue. The bidding begins at 1 billion. Me, I want it. It's mine. The enchanted blade is. And it looks like all 3 of them saying it at the same time. The Kamunabis, my merchandise, my families. Ooh, chapter 41 went hard, guys. That was a really good one. Really, really, really good. I'm not going to lie, Kyora is holding his own a lot more than I thought he was going to. I still think that by the end of this battle, he's going to use too much power, or the Shinuchi slash Blade Master is going to be able to fully take control of him. I honestly think it's going to either be some sort of body swap, or he's going to completely just take him over, and that's how he's going to escape the chamber that he's in. But who knows? Chapter 42, guys. Let's see what's going to happen. Chapter 42, titled Everything. Hey, are you seriously about killing him when this is over? Chihiro Rokuhira, I mean. Obviously, he'll never give up the enchanted blades if I don't. What's wrong? You on his side? Nah, it's just, he'd never turn his blade against you. Yet, you could kill him? Listen, I didn't kill him back then because he was so pitiful. I'm not as taken with him as you are. Well, maybe it was a helmet. Right now, there was a kid in here earlier. He was shouting for them to give his big sister back. I'm ignoring orders to save something that should be thrown out, but that's why. Next time, I'll kill him, even if he's pathetic. I'll get the enchanted blade. That's where I stand. All right, and then it looks like we're back to the big screen where we get to watch the main event, which is CHIHIRO and now Hiyuki versus Kyora. Come on now. The Shinuchi sure looks nasty. Kyora Sazanami is already losing his grip, and this is nothing compared to what the sword can really do. It's hard to say how much he can do in this state. All lives are important. We're talking about Hiyuki here. Remember that crazy talk she was spewing? You youngsters haven't seen war. It's easy for you to be complacent. The real power of the Shinuchi. What? What the heck? Where'd they go? They're gone. Don't tell me the Shinuchi. Uh-oh. We can't do everything. Didn't I tell you? We have to choose what we can protect. If we screw this up, all of it, I've had enough of picking our battles. The enchanted blades, the Rakuzaichi, this CHIHIRO jerk. I'm destroying it all. It could all slip through our fingers. Oh, and then it looks like Kyora is getting possessed even more now, and the subspace is collapsing and falling apart. The storehouse is crumbling. This is bad. If we don't do something, the people in here. I know. We've got to stop him now. It looks like Hiyuki and Chihiro are charging into combat. We've got to stop him now. Last little 2-on-1. Looks like the room gets demolished. Hey, what happened? Is it over? So it looks like they went from being inside of the subspace and are now teleported back into the actual world. And we have Kyora wielding Shinichi, facing Yuki with Flamebone, and Chihiro with a modified Akka having his N10 also wielding the Flamebone power. Yo, this is crazy. I gotta clip this too. Sorry, guys. Centipede. Ball? And then we see some explosions going on. That wasn't Hakuri transporting us. We aren't registered in the storehouse. Is the Shinichi making it this unstable? What'll happen inside the storehouse? What's going on? Mr. Shiba! Alright, hopefully some cool shit's about to go on now that Shiba's here. Oh, and it looks like the Shinichi is finally starting to overpower Kyora and is starting to overflow from the blade, or I guess from the sheath, onto the stage, and then is overflowing the stage onto the floor. And oh my god, it looks like we finally get to see what the Shinichi's power actually is. And I don't even know what to call this besides like death weeds or weeds from death or like death lily or something along those lines. What is this? It's growing out of me. Oh, the Shinichi. He can use it? I honestly don't know what to call this yet. I can't wait to get a name for this. But it looks like they grow from the blood and then it just continuously grows and then gets on people and just grows over them and kills them. It honestly reminds me of, if you guys haven't seen it, Hell's Paradise, where the plants there almost do the same thing. It's like if they get to you, they just completely inside of you and they're just very parasitic. That's what this makes me think of. It's very gruesome. This is going to look so horrid when this gets animated. Yeah, this is not meant for children, guys. Get out of me! I'll kill him. Wait, what? I thought you said we had to kill him. The circumstances are different. The Shinichi's power is having a huge impact on the storehouse. The storehouse is crumbling. Soon it'll disintegrate. All the more reason Kyora is desperately struggling to maintain the storehouse. If we kill him, the storehouse will be wiped out. Then how can we save the people inside? Someone has to go in there and infuse each person with spirit energy so I can transport them. I won't allow that. Who are you? Kyora is barely holding out. He's only going to last a few more seconds. Going in there would be suicide. Yeah, but we can't just leave those people. Big sister? We can't save everyone. If I don't do something and an enchanted blade takes the lives of innocent people, and I wouldn't be able to bear that. Chihiro! Hey, stop! You're already at your limit! You'll both die! Every last one! Alright, and then we do see little bro's sister falling from the collapsing debris, and a last minute Chihiro diving in to save her, and Hakuri muttering, hurry. Guys, that was a really quick chapter if you ask me, but it was pretty awesome. Finally getting to see what the main power of the Shinichi is was unbelievable. And honestly, I completely understand why it is regarded as the most powerful of the enchanted blades. That thing is just a plague on Earth. I can only imagine what that blade can do in the hands of its true owner, the Sword Master. And I still think he's going to be in the story pretty soon. I'm honestly surprised we didn't get to see him transport in or anything like that. If a little bit of his power or energy has spewed into the blade while Kyora was wielding it, just imagine the destruction that can happen when it's in the hands of its true owner. Anyways, one more chapter for tonight, guys. Chapter 43. Oh, I thinking this one's going to be a doozy just like the past few have been, but who knows? Let's find out together. All right, chapter 43 is titled Fulfill. Good. Get them out of here. It looks like he got his energy into everybody. How many people are left in there? 20? 36? Can he do it? Gotta hurry. Looks like he's zooming around to get a beta fish in everybody. The only thing staving off the storehouse's collapse is Father's will. If the enchanted blade overpowers his will, the storehouse and CHIHIRO, all of them will. It's up to Kyora. Ooh, Kyora's got a tough job. Look at that. Everybody's just getting massacred by the Shinichi. And then on the other half, it looks like we have the explosions from the grenades from earlier. Hey, what's happening? Keep it going. Are you insane? We gotta get out of here. Hey, he's out of control. Let's go. What? But do you want to die? It's clear the Rakuzaichi is over. The auctioneer's done for. Get away. There's no way he can control the Shinichi. He can't hold out much longer. He's about to... I wish you would quit that stupid Rakuzaichi. This whole time I've been miserable. So now I might as well be honest. You're so brainwashed by all of this sacred traditional stuff. They wouldn't have made me marry you if not for the Rakuzaichi. And if the Rakuzaichi never took place, then you might not have become such a bad person. Why am I remembering this now? My wife's last words. The Rakuzaichi never took place. And it looks like we're seeing the family sit down for dinner. The hammer goes. And then we get what is a shattered mirror of memories from Kyora. I fulfilled my duty. From this day forward, you're the patriarch, Kyora. I entrust it to you. That's right, of course. I won't let it end. I'll kill any worm who dares interfere. And I'm sure those are some of the last words from Kyora. He overcame the Shinichi with his devotion to the Rakuzaichi. His son staked everything on that. What unbelievable persistence. They're all crazy. I'll pay any price to whoever kills them. The auction must continue. This is unreal. And then Hakuri is instantly attacked from all sides. I won't let them near you. You just focus. All right, and then Lady Flamebone is here. Hang in there, Hakuri. Will do. And then Chihiro's just, tagging everybody with a beta fish. I'll never let a life slip through my hands again. 10 more people. Crap. One more. Oh, fuck. Looks like Kyora is finished as we see the last bits of the storehouse crumble into nothingness. What happened? We made it. We saved them all. Where's CHIHIRO? Where is CHIHIRO? CHIHIRO is right behind Kyora. If the Rakuzaichi never took place, no, that wasn't the reason I failed. Your best would have been believing in Hakuri. You were right, CHIHIRO Rokuhira. He didn't align with my ideals, so I turned away. I'm the only one who failed to fulfill my duty. He evaded the Shinichi's influence as Kyora Sazanami. Oh, real quick, guys. We're going to take it back like 2 pages and just kind of go over everything. Sorry, but it seems like it's kind of needed. So, these last 2 pages right here are honestly crazy and they kind of hit you in the feels, I think. So we see Hakuri. Hakuri finally gets his wishes and the Rakuzaichi is over. And not only is the Rakuzaichi over, but he witnessed his father's death. I'm not sure if that's something he really wanted to see or if it was just something that he knew had to be done. But it's kind of sad. So his father held out until, I believe, every single bit of merchandise was taken out of the storehouse. He knew what his son was doing, and he wanted to help his son fulfill his mission of rescuing everybody. So he held in just long enough for Hakuri to achieve his mission. And once he was done, he let the Shinichi finish him off. And he was able to stave off the Shinichi killing him for quite a while because this thing had the time to spread from where he's sitting right now to about half of the stadium and killed all of those people. So he is ground zero and he's just now letting it take over and kill him. Guys, Today's batch of chapters was crazy. We got some wonderful fight scenes and choreography from Chihiro. We got to see some genius techniques from Hakuri, and we got to see our wonderful waifu Yuki. So for me, it was a great set of chapters. I think what stood out the most to me was getting to see Shinuchi at all and getting to see the abilities that it could do, and to honestly have a final story or a end to Kyora. I feel bad this is what had to happen to Kyora, but that's what you get. Anyways, guys, outro time. Let's go. Ooh, guys, chapter 38 through 43 are done, and I'm legitimately speechless. What I just witnessed wasn't a fight, that was a massacre, a statement, a generational movement. Chihiro with N10 is terrifying. Hakuri just became top 3 characters overnight, and Kyora is built diff. I can't wait to read the next one, but that final page was crazy. Kagurabachi just delivered one of the best 6-chapter stretches I've ever read in my life. Granted, this is the first time I'm doing it, so every time it's great, it's going to be the best of my life. This is peak. This is cinema. This is the reason we read weekly manga, guys. If you felt even half of what I just felt, destroy that like button, subscribe if this is your first time here, and hit that bell because episode 7 is going to be straight violence. Drop in the comments, no spoilers, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how dead are you right now? And who's your new favorite character after this batch? Thank you for watching. Thank you for riding out with me. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Stay sharp, stay dangerous. Peace.